there's plenty of really good tutorials online. If you're more of a book person, there's a ridiculous amount of books on it. So if you're looking for something comprehensive, this is not going to be your thing here. But if you want to just maybe see a little bit of Python, see what it looks like, maybe you're deciding if you want to take that class or not, this is good. If you want to be able to make some simple figures at the end of this, and this will be good. So that's sort of the goals here. So I kind of wanted to go through sort of the goals and whatnot here first. And oh, that's nice. Let me advance. All right, so like I said, this is sort of the basic whatever here. So kind of whatever that. So a quick history of it, just here. It's actually existed a long time, a lot longer than I thought it had. So the figure is kind of a nice evolution. I think we're actually a little bit, I think we're on 3.7 still, but we're probably past 0.3. This is probably a few years old, this figure, so. But you kind of get the general idea of how things have progressed. So we're gonna go ahead and I'll send that link into the chat. So basically most of you will probably have to go ahead and install Python. There's a few different ways to do it. Anaconda is just it's sort of a distribution that has a lot of scientific libraries in it. So libraries are sort of like extensions or plugins or kind of maybe if you even think of modifications to the language that allow you to do extra thing. They give it extra functionality essentially. So if you guys haven't done this, I know some of you have, some of you haven't. But if you go to there, select it for your computer type, and it should only take you a few minutes to install. And we can work through problems installing. And if I'm wrong, and all of you already have this or have Python in some form on your computer, let me know so I can move on.
I'm assuming that you're just going to use like Jupyter Notebooks or something because I only have Anaconda Mini. Is that good enough, or like PyCharm or something?
Well, PyCharm is a IDE. We're actually not going to use anything but the terminal for a little bit. There's a reason why I'm making you guys use the terminal first. Trust me. Guys.
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm in with the install, Matt, but we can have a fireside chat later, I guess.
No, it's installing right now.
It's a pretty easy way of doing it, isn't it? This will not be the PowerPoint. You can't learn how to code off of PowerPoints. That's not how this works. Just waiting for it to install.
I'm still just waiting for mine to install.
Okay. I didn't plan much for this for a reason, because I kind of figured something would go wrong. Did it just download or did it install?
Install.
Okay. See, some people have finished up. How's everyone else doing? Okay, that's good. Okay. Real quick, can you guys put in the chat what computers you have? Just so I can put my brain into a frame of reference. Okay, so I'm familiar with basically Windows, Mac, and the various Unix distributions. But my screen will basically showing the Mac/Unix way of doing things. So I'm gonna have to verbalize different things for the Windows people. I also obviously don't use Windows as much as the more the Unix side, so it might take me a minute to remember what you guys have to do. But there will be equivalent commands. Anyway, so we just have to remember what it is. Or maybe you already know that. If you're in data analysis, you've had to do some terminal stuff, so you guys should be fine with the basic commands. So how are we doing here? No, that's good. And where are we still? Okay. Okay, so I think most of you have it in. So those who still need help installing are going to go with Cassie, and I'm going to move this along, and we'll catch people up we can catch you up pretty quickly after that. So let's see, we've installed. Let's see what I want to. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this first. We'll go through a little more PowerPoint, and that'll also give the other people time to catch up, and then we will. Then we'll go on to. Doing a little bit with the coding tonight. So basically this is where we're going to go, is that essentially the important thing here is that you have variables, and those variables can be sort of anything that you think for, like if you took C++ or Java or something like that, you've got integers, float, double, there's all those kind of different strings. We all have those in Python, but with Python, we do not have to specify them. So like in C++, where you have to when you declare a variable, you have to say if it's an integer or a string or there's several different ones. You don't have to do that in Python. You can, and you'll see there might be a time where we would like to do that. But for the most part, the language figures that out for us. Which, if you guys have any experience in the other computer languages, you know that's kind of nice. So I got an example. So x equals 4. You could write that, and that's it. Or you could do a string. So you have to put it in parentheses, either single or double. It doesn't really matter. And then you'd have that as a string. Now, if we wanted to turn x into a string, we'd put str, parentheses, it's quotations, and then quotations, so not parentheses. And then you'd put parentheses around the x, and that would turn it into a string. But I got it.
You got her.
But an important thing to note is that single equal sign defines the variable, but the double means equal to. So that's an important distinction there. just keep in mind. You'll more likely forget that when you're trying to do the equal to than when you're actually trying to name something. So that's sort of the basic there. Zoom is amazing. It won't let me. So there's a whole bunch of operators there. This is kind of what you're all used to. For the most part, or if you're not, it's pretty easy to figure out. So I'm not really going to go over this too much. So let's actually go ahead and do some coding. So I recommend for this set of projects, go ahead and make a folder for it. Wherever you would like. It doesn't really matter. Let me know when you guys got a folder where you want to put this so I can move on here. Let's see how I want to do this first. We're going to do it this way, actually. Let's go ahead and let's open the text editor. This isn't the best way to do things, but there's a reason why I want to do this with you guys first. Because I want you guys to know that it's possible to do things with just the text editor. Go to format and make plain text, by the way, or it's Shift Command T, or this won't work. So I presume we're all past that. And have I stalled enough?
I didn't know you were trying to stall in the first place.
So either I'm very bad at it or very good at it.
I've just been jamming out to some music outside. I can't even tell what song's playing.
Nice. So go ahead in your text editor. Do this real quick, and then I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Not in that folder. Not in that folder.
Nice pizza, Cheryl.
Thanks, I'm playing around. Can't help it. Waiting for the stupid install.
Okay, so one of you guys can. So there, that's what I'm going to put. So we'll try a print statement there. Let's do something like that, and let's have it do. I don't know. We'll pretend like we're capable of doing basic math. So something like that. You don't have to do exactly what I did, but try to get a mix of math and printing out words and whatnot. How are we doing here? Let me know when you guys are past that step.
All set. Good to go.
All right. For those, so just so you know, I'm doing things over here, the Unix/Mac way. It's gonna be slightly different for y'all on Windows boxes, but it really shouldn't be a whole lot different. The same concept will be there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna navigate to where our script is. So and then we'll run it. So obviously make sure it's saved. So at least on the Mac Unix way, we can go documents, scans. Helps if you actually put CD next to it. That went quickly. So the Mac people, if you're not familiar with it, what you can do is when you first open the terminal, it will already be under your name, under your username. And you'll see why I say that at some point here during the week or during this whole series is so you're gonna want to put CD space uppercase D, and then if you put like DOC, then hit tab, it'll complete it for you. And then you need to go, or wherever you are, wherever you put it. I mean, if you put it on your desktop, it needs to be desktop. So basically, you're just putting in the file path. So like if it was downloads, you'd put down. Will it do it? No, it won't. No, okay. It's being annoying. All right. But in theory, you just go wherever you put documents, downloads, wherever you put it, the file or your folder, and then you can go to the file. Is everyone good with that? For Windows, it should be CD should still work. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Cassie has it if anyone needs to catch up.
I'm trying to do it.
Document sharing can also be a little bit challenging. So is everyone good with getting to the folder in which they saved it? Or are about to save it once they get it? Because if you're good to go, you can go ahead and just do Python week1.py. And your script should run. So did that not work for anyone who tried it?
It did not work for me.
Can I get a bit more diagnostic information? I get the rocket exploded, but we need to know a little more info than that.
I just know it didn't work.
What did you do leading up to it not working?
I don't know.
Then how do you know it didn't work?
Because it said Python was not found. Run without arguments to install the Microsoft Store or disable this shortcut from settings. I think I broke it. I wouldn't put it past me to have broken it. I also have to leave. I have another event soon.
Yeah, we're working on a fix.
Yeah.
Matt, did you get that?
It is not recognized as a command.
So someone on Windows did get it to work.
Sure, I'm sure.
Yeah, we just ran the Anaconda prompt and did it in there, and it seems to have worked just fine. We did the CD documents to change to our documents folder, and then we typed Python week1.py, and then it ran.
So which one? So you did this within the Anaconda prompt.
Yes.
Okay.
So try that, Matt.
Let me get there first.
You should be able to just be able to write Anaconda, write Conda in your command line.
And Anaconda prompt can run as a separate application in Windows.
On the Unix side, it's all integrated, so we generally don't have these problems. But we will probably at some point. The campus server is, I think, Red Hat, and we'll be working with that at some point, I'm sure. I'll make a point of showing people how they get onto the campus server. Also, I assume the Mac people had no issues. I think so. I think Matt's still with us, or you had to bug out soon, right, Matt?
Yeah, I got to bug out like right now. Sorry. Yeah, I got it to work.
Well, that's good. That's the important part.
Okay. I will see you guys later.
Okay. So I present an option to the people still here. We can keep going, and we can try to run through some more things, and that will potentially let us get to more fun things towards the end, or we can call it and finish up the basic stuff next time. So, all right, Fabian, what's going on?
You mean Kelly?
So after installing, I didn't get anywhere past that. After installing, I'm still at the part where I just finished installing.
Okay, so first of all, I can barely hear you.
Am I on mute? I'm not on. I'm on mute? No, I'm not on mute. So I haven't gotten
You're
past.
underwater. Do we need to send in the rescue divers, first of all?
And that's how. I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay, so what did you do? So what's going on?
I'm still at the part looking for a folder. I haven't done anything after installing.
What do you mean you're looking for a folder?
I haven't done anything yet. All I did was install.
Okay. Do you need help catching back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Then who else? Kelly, did you have a problem?
Yeah, I'm having the same issue as Matt. I got down to my directory, but then it says
Are you running Anaconda?
no, I'm doing command prompt. So I'm gonna try. I tried Anaconda, but I couldn't find my directory. I'm gonna try that real quick. I think
Run
that might be my
Anaconda
issue.
in the directory that the file's in.
Okay, let me try.
Try that.
Quick. Yeah.
Then you'll have to go back through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Fabian, did you make a directory for this? You make a folder for these projects?
I haven't done anything yet.
Okay, so make a folder.